We'll bring you the QR code to scan. A reminder that all of these press conferences are available for download and use on MyInfo after the press conference is concluded. And if you have a question online for the journalists or for the medalist, please click the Ask OIS button and someone in the room will ask for you. All right, let's bring out the three medalists for the women's 400-meter hurdles. The bronze medalist repeating her bronze from the 2020 Games in Tokyo with a time of 52.15 from the Netherlands, Femke Bol. The silver medalist, the second silver medal in a row for the United States with a time of 51.87 from the USA, Anna Cockrell. And the gold medalist in a world record time of 50.37, her sixth world record. She's the only two-time winner of this event, and this was the 100th medal in the Olympics for the United States when Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone crossed the line. If you have questions for the medalists, please raise your hand. We'll bring the mic over to you. And you've been waiting patiently, so we'll start with you.
Tyler Dragon, USA Today. Congratulations to all of you. Sydney, this is your sixth time breaking your own world record. What keeps you motivated in the event, and will you consider switching to the Open 400 soon?
Yeah, I mean, the event is just getting faster and faster. There's so much depth in it, and I think it always keeps me on my toes, and I just always want to continue to try to improve and figure out ways to just continue getting better in the race. You know, there's so many different ways to run it, so many different stride patterns and all these things. So I love being able to just improve upon myself.
Hi, Denise, the Players Tribune. My question's for Anna. Before I start, I want to say I think your grandfather would be very proud. In 2021, you were going through a lot, and you were still able to make an Olympic final, and now we're here 3 years later, and you've been able to transform not only mentally, but as an athlete. So I want to ask you, what would you tell Anna from 2021? And what would you think your grandfather would say to you right now?
I'll start with the easy one. In 2021, what would I tell myself? Girl, get in that therapist's office immediately. Let's get this together. On a serious note, though, I think I was a person that was kind of inconsistent as far as I would go to therapy for a second and then be like, I'm cured. And then that's not how things work. And the progress, in my opinion, comes from continuing when you're not in crisis anymore. So I think the biggest difference from 2021 to now was just a real overall commitment to the work in every aspect of my life. On the track, of course, in the weight room, as far as my diet goes, but also just committing to the work on myself off the track. How do I become a better person? How do I become a person that is better equipped to handle the emotional highs and lows of training and of competing? What do I think my grandfather would say? My grandparents were laborers, man. They worked, and I think that they would be incredibly proud of the performance I put out there. It was gritty, and I think it was a good representation of who I am and the lineage I come from, and I think they would just be proud of me. Thank you for that question.
Sydney, hey, Steve Politti from the Star-Ledger back in Jersey. What was the significance of the tiara? Where did that come from?
My sister-in-law brought that. I didn't tell her to bring that. She told me she was going to bring it and she was going to give it to me. I thought she was joking, but she was serious. But no, just fun, just family, just, you know, just commemorating the moment. Really grateful she got to be here. My whole family got to be here, especially after Tokyo. Nobody's families were here, so I know it's just special to have them in the crowd. So love her. Yeah.
And just as a follow-up, could you put this in perspective for your career? I mean, what does this one mean compared to some of the other accomplishments?
Yeah, I think like I just said, it's special to know that your people are here, and to just have those moments that you can look back on when you're done running, you know, and to have those pictures with family and friends, whatever the outcome is. And so I think this was one of those things I was missing. You know, Rio, I didn't medal, and Tokyo, nobody was there. So I think this was my first real Olympics, and I'm grateful for that in its fullness.
It's hard to see with the lights, but there's a gentleman standing up in the back.
Thanks very much, Brian Mann with NPR. Sydney, this is for you, and I apologize. I'm not sure that I heard you correctly in the mix zone. It was really loud. But did you speak to your faith there and the role of faith in your competition? And if I just completely misunderstood you, then I apologize.
Yeah, no, I mean, I credit all that I do to God. He's given me a gift. He's given me a drive to just want to continue to improve upon myself, and I have a platform, and I want to use it to glorify Him. And so, whenever I step on the track, it's always the prayer of God, let me be the vessel in which you're glorified, whatever the result is, how I conduct myself, how I carry myself, not just how I perform. And so, it's just freedom in knowing that regardless of what happens, He's going to get the praise through me. And yeah, that's why I do what I do.
Sydney, thank you. Rob Willard from Agence France Presse. It only seems like yesterday that we were talking about who would be the first to go under 52 seconds. Here we are tonight, you're 50.3. Is 49 seconds realistic, and when might that happen?
Yeah, I also remember when Delilah broke the world record back in 2019, and I was just baffled, seeing 52.2, and we've taken it so far, and I have to credit these ladies next to me for helping do that. I think this is an event that it wasn't very popular, but we made it very popular very quickly, and I do think 49 is possible, and I do think the talent sitting in front of you can do that, and I think we push each other to do that and get better and improve and find ways to lower these times that we for so long thought were impossible. I don't know when it's possible, but I do think it's out there for sure.
Femke, a question for you. In this event over the last 4 years, the podium has been very consistent with the two of you. Since the rivalry started, how has your approach changed, and how have you seen yourself evolve as an athlete from 2020 to now?
Well, I think a lot changed. I mean, Sydney really pushed the bar. I mean, she was running 50 when I was still running 52. And I think it really opened your eyes that there's so much more possible, because I like to sometimes think in a bit limits. And I think I really learned not to do this and see how much is possible. And once again today she proved on the moment it counts the most at the Olympic final that she can perform so well, and that we're getting closer to 49. So it's really amazing to be part of this.
Right here. Got it. Next question. There we go. Over here. Anderson.
Yep, Anderson Emerald with Citius Mag. Question for Femke. Two-part question. Can you just talk us through kind of your execution through the race and how you felt, and just what it means to get an Olympic medal here in Paris?
I mean, I thought it was, first of all, amazing in the stadium. There were so many people, so many Dutch fans also, and it was such an amazing atmosphere to be in. It really pushed me to go out there like crazy the first 200. This is what I wanted. I maybe went a bit too crazy, and I had to pay this a bit in the end. So I died quite a bit. I'm not too happy about this, but it's 400 hurdles. You will always die at one point. And yeah, I think it's just amazing to get another medal, even my second one at this tournament already. And of course, I hope to upgrade my bronze medal, but I defended it this time.
Sydney, do you think there's a point where you will look to run other events than the 400 hurdles at the Olympics? Is that something that's on your docket in the future?
I don't know that I can give a definitive yes or no. Yeah, I do love doing other events. There's other events that I haven't done since high school that I'd also love to do. So I don't know. I told them in the mix zone, I said, all I know is that today is Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. From there, we'll figure out the rest. So.
Last call for questions. We'll go here in the back.
One last one for Femke. My name is Evelyn Water from the Olympic Channel. Do you think you could have been quicker or probably more stronger in your finish if you hadn't done the 4x4 relay going very fast?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I've often raced a lot. In Budapest, I did even one race more. I'm used to racing a lot. I think if I would have maybe put my race up differently, I could have run faster, but I died so hard that this was not just because of the mix.
Femke Bol, Anna Cockrell, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, the new world record holder. Congratulations, and thank you for coming.
Almost got it right.